Such a stir.
Dewey and his decimals.
I'm afraid you're going to be overqualified for the job.
I just want to change, Mr. Plow, and I seen your ad for the Plowing Through Life, and I thought that it would be a wonderful new start for me.
Well, I'm flattered that you applied, but you need to know that this position requires a lot of nights and weekends.
Oh, that's okay, Mr. Plow. I don't have any children. I don't have anybody at home. And since my encounter with alien life forms last year, I try to keep myself busy.
Alien life form?
Alien life forms, Mr. Plow, plural.
Well, excuse me, alien life forms. I'm assuming you're talking about Lawyer Ed.
No. I was out at Swine Lake enjoying a beautiful day of nude sunbathing when it happened.
What happened?
Well, like I said, I was up there nude sunbathing and I could just feel something watching me. You know that feeling like chills up your spine?
Well, that I can understand. I'm sure it was Cousin John with his big binoculars out there. He has a cabin out on that lake.
I'm sure it wasn't him.
And then what?
Well, I heard something over in the gooseberry bushes, so I wrapped myself in my towel and I started for my car.
And?
Well, I got about 10 feet to my car and all of a sudden I felt this electrical charge go up my back. I couldn't move, I couldn't talk, I couldn't scream.
Well, what did you do?
Well, what could I do? There I was, just paralyzed, wrapped in my Johnson feed store towel. And the next thing I know, I'm looking up at these hairless creatures with glasses and their leader.
Sounds like Lawyer Ed's hair club for men.
No, these were aliens. They spoke gibberish for hours.
Just like Lawyer Ed.
I'm here to see Elmer Plow.
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, I believe it's at 1 o'clock.
All right. Well, just let me see. Whoa, let me see if he's in.
But I can see him.
Shh. Mr. Plow, are you in? Is this thing working?
Take your finger off the button!
Sorry. Do you have an appointment with a Mr.
Silo. Earl Silo.
Mr. Silo, Earl Silo?
Take your finger off the button! Yes, I do. Please send him in.
You can go in.
Thank you.
I can't believe Daisy May wasn't on the guest list. Who did that? Norma, did you do the guest list? I can't believe she wasn't here.
Didn't you hear?
Hear what?
She's in the hospital.
The hospital? My sister's in the hospital? What's the matter? What happened to her?
She went into labor last night.
Labor? Daisy May is pregnant?
Has been the last 9 months.
Well, come to think of it, she was packing on a few pounds. Did you guys notice that? I can't believe I didn't think about that. Well, who's the father? Does anybody know who the father is?
Well, we think it's that Garrett Dawson singer.
Oh.
And he's on a 40 city concert tour now. And he's been gone for 8 months.
She says they'll get married as soon as he gets back.
If he gets back.
Prairie Ann, let's get back to this bridal event.
Oh, whatever. Fine then.
As Miss Minnie's maid of honor, I would like to welcome you all to this fine event.
Now you've seen the volunteers who play the characters you have come to know on As the Corn Grows.
And as you know, Denise, additional shows were added from the fictional county of Sweet Swine County.
Oh yes, and the first was the talk show with the catchphrase, weeding out the big stories throughout Sweet Swine County and beyond, called the Cockabur Morning Show. We believe the popularity of this show was due in large part to the outstanding volunteers who have played the host over the years. Take a look.
Our Story Productions presents the Cockober Morning Show, where we weed out the big stories from throughout Sweet Swine County with Bobby Ray and Sally Sue.
Well, Sally Sue, it's time for us to bring out our special guest this week. And I'm telling you, they are special. They're from the town known as Ham Hock Hollow. Yes. They are Sweet Swine County's own Lars and Inga.
Oh, very good. Oh, yes.
Welcome. Welcome, Inga. Welcome. Welcome, Lars. Nice to see you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome, Lars and
Yes,
Inga.
welcome.
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 So nice.
So nice to be here.
Yeah. Wonderful. Well, we understand that you retired a few months ago.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
we did. Yeah, it was like several months ago now, I'd say. Inga, he says, we've been in the sign business now here for 25 years. Don't you think it's time we retire? Didn't you say that, Lars?
Yeah.
Is there any chance that we might be able to convince you to get us a new sign?
Look at that. Look at it.
I
Isn't
mean,
that bad?
We're not. I'm not Tommy, and she's not Sarah.
Now,
That's
yeah,
pathetic.
that's bad.
Poor
It's been a long
taste.
time.
Well, I tell
long
you,
time.
Lars is so good with making the
Really?
signs. You know.
Really?
He started out small with the business.
Oh.
Yeah, and he started out with a small sign, I'd say. Yeah, small, nice, hand-painted sign, open. Oh, it was so lovely. Lars did such a nice job.
Wow.
Yeah, quickly, we followed it up with a little bit more, adventure, some kind of, the next sign. Closed. So the best side that got the most calls from everybody, I gotta say, out to lunch. You should have seen them knocking down the doors when we got that.
Oh,
Three words.
3 words.
3 words.
That had to be a pretty big sign.
Wow.
This is good. 25 years, then
Oh,
we
yes,
decided
yes.
it's time to do something different, so we
Yes.
retired.
Oh, boy.
I got 2. Yes, sir. I got 2.
boy.
I got Poems I Wrote, which has the famous bee poem in it.
Will you do the bee poem? I love the bee poem.
Well, okay.
Well, I
I mean, I have
Oh,
and
reservations, but I want to hear the bee poem.
What's
Sorry,
the other
shush,
book?
Shush, I want to hear the bee poem.
Okay, it's in Poems I Wrote. Okay, that's
Yeah.
the first book. Second
Gotta-
book is
gotta get
more
this to
poems I wrote, and I've got the
like
I've
government
got
gum
some
for crying
I've got
out
the
loud. We
Ode
get
to
2 of
Prairie Ann and this and
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, it's dynamite. Okay, here we go. You want the bee poem? That's
I
your
want the bee
favorite?
poem.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
you want
okay.
the bee
Here we
poem.
go.
Okay.
This is everybody's favorite. I got this poem when I was weed whacking along on Ella's lane.
Yeah.
And all
Her
of a
leg?
sudden, her lane.
Lane.
Yeah.
Lane.
Her driveway. And so anyway, I'm going along there, and all of a sudden, I hit the swarm of bees. And I get stung here, and I get stung there. But it inspired this poem. Everybody's favorite Ronnie P. Silage poem.
Can we hear it?
Yes, the bee poem.
The bee poem. Okay.
Oh, bee, when you stung me, I realized how hurtful the world can be. People love that poem. People love it. It's in that book right there.
See
That
it?
book.
Aren't
And then
you glad?
the Ode to Prairie
I am so
Ann's
glad
in
we
this
heard
book.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Ronnie,
Ron-
I have
Ronnie,
to ask.
Ronnie,
I have
Ronnie.
to ask. Now, you brought up Prairie Ann. I have heard that maybe the books are just kind of like an elaborate love letter to Prairie Ann. Now, is that true?
Well, every great artist has his muse. I mean, think Keats, think Yeats, think Elvis and Priscilla, okay? And so, Prairie Ann has always been my inspiration, and she inspired every page in these 2 books.
If I read these 2 books, what am I going to learn?
But the learning opportunities in these books are endless. I'm telling you, I like to think of them as a guide to life, how to live a life as Ronnie P. Silage would.
Ronnie?
Everybody.
Ronnie, I hate to interrupt, but there's only like 2 poems in each one of these books, and the rest are kind of like doodles.
Yeah, I'm a multifaceted artist.
It's like a manuscript.
Are you insulting my artistic sensibility
Oh, no.
of the poet laureate from the great institution, Purdue University? Are you insulting me?
I would never do that because I'm just glad you're here.
I love that show. And speaking of shows I love, the next show to come out of Sweet Swine County was hosted by three sassy ladies that each week shared small town stories with big town attitude. The show, The Women of Sweet Swine County. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, and welcome to the Women of Sweet Swine County, where we share small town stories with big town attitude. And here today with me are my ever popular both co-hosts, Paris and Nicole. Good afternoon. Yes,
How are you?
Wonderful.
I know.
The talk over at
Kind of
Edie's
rumors.
Cafe, it's all about you. The talk, the
Again?
rumor is
Yep.
that you are going to take a trip outside of Sweet Swine County. Is that true?
That is true.
Oh, I am
After
so glad.
I
You
know,
finally listened
she's
to
great.
us.
You know, after
Oh,
seeing
we're so
all-
proud.
We do so many wonderful reports about towns outside Sweet Swine County. You know what? I decided it was time that
It was
I
time.
need to go on
It
a
was.
little road trip myself.
Well-
Just last week, I went on my first road trip. Look at what I found.
Wow, those are awesome.
I can't wait to take him to my first rodeo.
Do they have them in different colors?
They have them in different
Oh, my
colors,
goodness.
different
And sizes?
sizes.
Where did
I
you
need
get
pink
them?
ones too. Well, you wouldn't believe it. I went to Cherokee.
Good.
Cherokee, Iowa. And I found this fabulous, one of the fabulous stores I found in Cherokee was called Bits and Pieces. And it carries boots, jewelry, apparel, men's, women's, children, just everything
Home
you can
furnishings?
imagine.
and things?
Yeah, everything you
Wow.
can imagine.
Well, and you learned about this place from one of the many reports that we show on our show, didn't you?
We did.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present Billy Cruz singing her newest song, As the Corn Grows.
As the corn grows, our story knows that family, farm, and friends are here to stay. And as the wind blows across the fields of gold, Sweet Swine County is my home on the range. I never knew a place so peaceful and so green. I never thought I'd write this song to sing. But everyone around is connected in this town, and I wonder what the days ahead will bring. As the corn grows, our story knows that family, farm, and friends are here to stay. And as the wind blows across the fields of gold, Sweet Swine County is my home on the range. Ooh, 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 ooh. When I moved in by the lake in a cabin in the spring, I thought I'd hide away in solitude. A friendship began to grow when my neighbors said hello. I fell in love with their country attitude. As the corn grows, our story knows that our family, farm, and friends are here to stay. And when the wind blows across the fields of gold, Sweet Swine County is my home on the range. Sweet Swine County is my home on the range. Sweet Swine County is my home on the range.
Now, those ladies truly have attitude, kind of like they have their own view. And one of those ladies really looks familiar. Good job, Denise.
Thank you, Jeff. Another show that has become a favorite with the viewers is Cooking It Up with Betty.
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves a cooking show. On this show, the host and her, well, questionable guests cook up something special for us.
And thanks to Betty's field reporters, we learn about the places to visit throughout Sweet Swine County and beyond. Well, again, let's take a look.
Our Story Productions presents Cooking It Up with Betty, a saucy look at our stories. So, get ready for the one and only Betty Thompson!
Welcome back to another exciting episode of Cooking It Up with Betty. And what a show we have planned for you today. I have a special guest. We will be making a special dish together, and we will have reports from the roving reporters out in the field of our story country looking for interesting places to visit. Without further ado, let me introduce my very special guest today, a bird lover extraordinaire, Ellen Sizemore. Welcome, Ellen. Ellen?
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I saw a cardinal perch right outside the studio window. So cute.
Oh.
Thank you so much for having me. You know, when the producers first called, I have to admit, I didn't know a lot about the show. So I asked them to tell me about it and tell me about you. And they told me you were also a bird lover.
Oh, yes, indeed. I'm an avid bird lover.
Oh, wonderful. Gosh, and there's so many beautiful birds to choose from.
So what kind of birds do you like?
I love them all. I love them all. I tell you, beautiful blue jays, those songbirds. Oh, I just can't get enough of them. I love watching birds.
You watch them?
Yeah.
Just watch them?
Well, I take pictures. I've written some books.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, interesting.
Well, enough about me. This is your show. What kind of birds do you love?
Oh, well, yes, I like birds too. I like chicken and duck and turkey and goose.
Oh, good choice.
And partridge and pheasant. Oh, I see Lewis is motioning for us to get started. You know.
Abby Appetite reporting in. Today we're going to find out what's cooking in small town USA. Ah, the aromas. Such a delight to the senses.
Lenny Leftover reporting what's cooking in our story country. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Select the toppings, pile on the cheese, and when all is said and done, the only leftover in sight will be I, Lenny Leftover. Ah, magnifico.
Sharing where to eat and nightlife options, how could you go wrong?
That's for sure. And now we're excited to share with you a couple more shows that are in development. These shows have been aired to great reviews, and we're excited to bring you some more. Let's take a look.
Good day, I'm Charles Kornwalt, and this is Tuesday Afternoon. Television, or should I say the people on television, have become part of our family. In most families you'll find a matriarch, a woman who is the head of the family, or a powerful mother figure. There have been many iconic television matriarchs. Some of our favorites have been Miss Ellie, Mrs. Howell, Hazel, and of course, Aunt Bee. On this part 2 of our series, we'll be showing you the